This is SimNet Pause and Practice Excel 4-2, Chapter 4, Pause and Practice 4-2. For this, you will need the completed file of PP4-1, and you will also need the import text 04, the text file. So if you click on this, it automatically downloads the file. If you take a look, you will have the import file here. Okay, so we will be using this text file also. So make sure that you download that file too. Okay, so you need your completed PPE 4-1 and this text file that you need to click and download. Okay, now I have the file here open. Next, let's go on to, I'm going to minimize this so we can use it later. So let's go and first rename it, the file as PPE 4-2. So save as, I'm going to save it in my documents. Documents, and I'm going to save it as PPE 4-2. Save the file as PPE 4-2. Now let's go to select cell A5. We are in the sort and filter sheet. Make sure you are in the sort and filter sheet. There are several sheets at the bottom. Make sure you are in the sort and filter sheet, which is here. And then we go on to select cell A5. We are here on A5, or you could just type A5 here. Next, let's use a number auto filter. Click on filter button, which is in data, sort and filter. We got to click on the filter. Okay, filter. Okay, now click on auto filter arrow at average 225. At average 225, click this arrow here next to it, and then click on the number filter between. Please follow the instructions on the left hand side. So we go to auto filter at 225, we click on the number filters here, and then we go on to click the arrow, and then we go click on the between, and then type in greater than or equal to, it says type, follow the instructions, 60,000, and less than or equal to, we're going to say 70,000. Okay, so that's the filter, and then we click OK. There you go. Now only 8 records display because we are filtering it based on this. Okay, so we are just filtering it. It doesn't mean that others get deleted. So we will go back to click advanced filter sheet tab. Let's go back to the advanced filter sheet. There are so many sheets at the bottom. Click on advanced filter sheet tab, and then we're going to set a criteria range. Okay, so select MI in cell K7. So we are in K7. So it says select the MI in K7. So you could click or enter K7 here. It will automatically take you to K7. Okay, and type MI. We're going to type MI. Okay, and then in K8 we are going to type WI. I'm just following the instructions. WI, and L7 we are going to type we're going to type 3, and L8 also we're going to type 3. Okay, I'm just following the instructions on task 5. Okay, right. Next, let's run the advanced filter. Select A5. We are still in this, so if you want to go to A5, you could just type A5. It takes you to A5 now. Click on the advanced button in data tab, sort and filter group. Data tab, sort and filter group. We click on advanced and then copy to another location. Click on this. I'm just following the instructions C6C, and then verify the cells A4 and F28. A4 and F28 with absolute referencing, and identify as the range box. Click criteria range. Click on the criteria range and type K6. You could type, or you could go and select. Okay, I'm just going to type K6 colon L. The criteria range, I'm just going to say K6 colon L. I'm just following the instruction here on 6E. Then click on copy to box and type L11 colon N11. Then click. Okay. Now what happens is that it just it gives you the records here. Okay, it copies that here. Okay, next. Auto fit column I. So we just go to column I now. Column I. In order to do that, column I, all you have to do is go to home page and go to formatting and auto fit column. Okay, so I'm just going to maximize it for you. The format auto fit column width, it automatically auto fits the column according to the text that is available in that column. Okay, that's called auto fit column width. Okay, next. We are going to task 7.
Now we are starting task 7 in Excel Pause and Practice 4-2. Showing the subtotals in a list. We are in the subtotals sheet. Make sure you select the subtotals list here. And then you select, it says click a cell on the location column. This is the location. You can click on any cell here. I'm just keeping it on the first cell here. Click on sort A to Z button on the data tab, sort and filter group. Data tab, sort and filter group. Click on. Now what it does is it automatically sorts the locations based on alphabetical order here. See? Now it automatically does Bardstown, Bass Lake based on the location only. Okay, that's task C. Now we go to task B. Click a cell in the state column. We're going to click a state, any cell. I'm just clicking on the first of the state column and then click sort A to Z. Now it will sort based on the state, alphabetical order. Once again, go to data, sort and filter, click on sort A to Z. Okay, you click on this, it automatically sorts based on the state. Now we're going to select A5, click on A5, or you could just type A5, enter. Okay, it comes to A5. Now we are going to create a subtotal. What it does is it creates the total for each state here. Let's do that. So in the data tab, outline group, you have a subtotal button. Okay, so click on data tab, outline group, and create subtotal. Now you get a sub menu in that at each change in, select the state. At each change in, we don't want the rental name, we have to change it to state. And in the use function, make sure you have sum. If you don't have sum, select sum. Okay, and select days rented last year. Select this also, and at 225 average. Select both. Okay, now we click OK. See, it creates a subtotal for each of the state and also the totals here of all the numbers. Okay, it's one function. That's the end of task 7 now. Now we go to task 8. Click on cell C7. C7 is here. And you can move it to cell A. Okay, A7, that is here. The way you move it is, this is a regular cursor. When you go to the corner of it, you get a move cursor with the 4 arrows. You can very easily move it here. Similarly, it says move all the labels C11, C15 to column A. So we're going to do C11, which is here, and we're going to move it. C15, we're going to move it. Use the move arrow cursor. The move arrow cursor is the one with the 4 arrows. You can move it anywhere you want, but it has to be an empty cell. If you try moving it to a cell that already has the data, it's going to give you an error message. So try to move it to an empty cell. Here we go. And one more. And it also tells us to move C37 also, C37 too. So I'm going to move C37 also to A37. Okay, right. Next, select the moved cells and right align them. Okay, how do we right align them? You have to select all of them first. Only the totals, not all of them, not like that. Only this. So we have to hold control and select all the totals we just moved. By holding control, you can select all of them. You have to hold control when you are selecting non-consecutive cells. Okay, then we go and do right align. Right align is in home. You can go to alignment and then do right align. This is where you right align. Now all of them get right align. Oh, this one was not selected, so we can do align right. Okay, now all of them have been right aligned. That's the end of task 8C. Now select cells A36 to G37. A36 to G37, which is here. G37. These are the two. And then it says apply all borders. All borders is in home, font. You see the borders here? Yeah, I'll apply all borders. That's it. Okay. Now click on the level 2 outline button, which is here. See, if you click on this, it says outline, tick outside borders, or you could also do, you could click on this and see, level 2 border outline, tick outside borders are here, or you could also press, this is the level 2 of outline button. Okay, this is the outline button. Okay. Now what it does is actually gives you a thicker border around this. Next is hide columns B to E. So select B, drag it all the way and select to E. You have to select it on the top, okay? B to E. Right click and it says hide. What it does is it temporarily hides from view B to E. It is still there. If you want to unhide it, all you have to do is select the two rows side below that, beside that, and hit unhide. Okay, that's just giving you information. Okay, that's the end of task 8. You don't have to unhide it, but I'm just giving you information. Next is import data from a text file. If you remember, we downloaded a text file at the beginning of this lesson. We are going to import the data from that into a sheet here. So it says select A5 on the text import tab. So now we are in subtotals tab. We have to go to the text import tab, which is a new sheet, and click on A5. We are here on A5. Click from the text in the data tab, get data. Click on data, get data from a text file, from a file, from a text/CSV file. Now you have to navigate through your computer, meaning if you have saved it in your documents or if you have saved it in your downloads, wherever. I saved it to my downloads, so I'm going to navigate and find out this file called import text 04, which we downloaded. Select this. Next, click import. We are on task 9D. Click on import. Okay. Okay, here we go. Now, this is the process to import data. Next step is click transform data to start a Power Query. Okay. Now, this creates a bridge between the text file and the Excel file. Okay. Now, this is a Power Query editor. Okay. Now, we are here in the Power Query editor. This is task 10. Okay. Now, click remove rows button. Okay. If you go on to the home tab, it will show remove rows. You see this? Click on that. Okay. Remove rows. And then here you go. Remove rows. And then in the instruction, it says remove bottom rows. Okay. So we're going to go back to say remove rows and remove bottom rows. We're going to select that. And then when the number of columns comes up, you have to type 3. That is task 10C says type 3 in the number of rows and then click OK. What it does is it just removes the bottom 3 rows from here. Okay. Right. Now load data from the Power Query to the worksheet. That's the next task. We are going to import this into our Excel file. Okay. How are we going to do that? Click on the arrow with the close and load button. If you see this, there is close and load button on the top. Click on this. Make sure you click close and load to. Okay. Follow the instructions. 11B 2. And then it says select the table is checked. Okay. Table is checked. Existing worksheet is checked. And A5, starting from A5, because we don't want to start from A1, we want to start from A5. Okay, and then click OK. Automatically all the records from that text file will be copied to this here. Okay, right, that's the now close the queries and connections pane. If you see there's a queries and connections pane here, this hides the data, so close that. Okay, see now the data has been copied from the text file into this Excel worksheet in a text import file. Okay, I'm just going to save the file from time to time. Okay, right. Next we go to select cell A4 to F4. Okay. So select cells A4 to A4, drag and drop, cut and paste the labels to A5 to A6. So what are we doing is, we are going to select this, we are going to cut and paste, see cut is here, and paste on A here, see like that. We're going to paste it, there you go. So it automatically replaces A4 to F4 in A5 to F5, okay. Now set the width from F to 12. So we are here in F. Okay. Column F. Select column F. Now we are going to right click and we're going to say column width. Set the column width to 12. We're going to type 12 and click OK. So this just adjusts the width so it can fix the text. Next, the height of row 5 to 34. This is row 5. Select it from here and then right click, again row height to 34. We're going to type 34, click OK. Delete row 4. So we're going to delete row 4 like that. So when you click and right click and delete, so now the 4th row has deleted, so all the data gets shifted upwards. Select A4 to F25. Select A4 all the way till F25. That's the end of the table. And then apply all borders. So we go to font, we go to borders, and then we apply all borders. There you go. That's what it creates. Save the file, select, come to A1, save and close your file. That's the end of lesson. Pause and practice 4-2. Save your file and submit.